Doomsday's coming. Doomsday's coming.
Country fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows, politics, celebrity gossip, popular neat quotes. Black lives, white lives, which lives mean most? We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn, we see the serpent.
One day I hope you see the truth. This puppet show stays on because of you fools. We've been too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
I know the truth is hard to swallow, just digest it. Suspecting something's going on.
Hey, how's everybody doing? TGIF, Prepper Cowboy, SS, I'm glad you're here. I seen your post on Instagram. Random, Stars, Tiger, Willowbug, Monique, Miss Sharon, Simple Preparedness. I'm glad you did Simple Preparedness. Let's see. Alrighty. Welcome. And my 5x5. Thank you very much, Monique. Hey, Miss Hutch, how are you? Glad to see you. I'll give it another minute or so to let some more people come in if they're going to come in. I do have some disturbing news to share with y'all. It's disturbing for me anyway. Earlier, I had checked my Instagram and I seen where Sekhmet had posted about Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, declaring a state of emergency. Typically, when the governor of Georgia declares these, we love you too, Ohio. Typically, when the governor of the state of Georgia declares an emergency, it is due to a natural disaster. Whether it is tornadoes or hurricanes or flooding. Hey, Carbon Q. Oh, that's sweet, Mrs. Hutch. But and last year, well, not last year, but the year before, when we were going through all that stuff, a state of emergency was declared. But this state of emergency is different. It's a state of emergency unlike any I have ever witnessed. Not for my state. Good to see you too, Carbon Q. Um, this is from 11alive.com. It's a news station out of Atlanta, Georgia. Governor Kemp declares state of emergency over supply chain disruptions. The state of emergency takes effect Saturday, April 16th. Brian Kemp has issued a state of emergency aimed at supply chain issues. The executive order goes into effect Saturday. Despite the state's successful mitigation of the public health impacts of Georgia's supply chain has yet to fully recover and is still experiencing severe disruptions, reads the state leader's executive order. Under this executive order, the governor said price gouging related to the goods and services needed to respond to the state of emergency, such as motor or diesel fuel, would be detrimental and is prohibited. Rules that limit the hours that commercial drivers can work are suspended to ensure the supply chain for all supplies, goods, and services throughout Georgia is uninterrupted. However, the order stated that drivers should not operate their vehicle if they are sick or tired. It went on to say that they must be given 10 consecutive hours off duty before returning to work. Supply chain issues have been strangleholding the local economy for some time, affecting everything from gas prices to grocery costs. The ensuing inflation across the state has begun to concern experts, who says Georgia's 300,000 job openings are being stifled by the Peaches state's historically low unemployment rate. We need more individuals in the workforce because our job growth is outpacing the supply chain of individuals. Georgia Labor Commissioner Mark Butler previously told 11 Alive's Joe Ripley. The order also gives additional details for securing oversized permits and guidance on the size or weight permitted by commercial vehicles. Governor Kemp's state of emergency begins April 16th and will end 30 days later unless the state leader decides to renew the order. Yeah. So there's that. I mean, obviously, as I live in the state of Georgia, as well as SecMet, and there's several others that come into this chat that are from the state of Georgia, this affects us greatly. Y'all heard my best friend yesterday talking about what she has heard. And guys, she is not a prepper by any means. She does not believe what we're seeing. Thank you, Simple. It is the beginning, SS. You're completely right. Miss Sharon, I would think it would be the independent drivers, but I'm not sure. but I did look, and it is on the governor's office website for the state of Georgia. Um, it was declared yesterday. So, and when you have people that you have known for a long time finally starting to see the light, it speaks volumes. It really and truly does. I agree, stars. Georgia is the first state I've heard of doing this. So, is it just the start or what? I completely agree, Cowboy. Absolutely. And you know, we've discussed it before. We felt like something was coming. Avon Eric, how are you, hon? And in the description of this video is a couple of videos that I was actually going to talk about today. But yeah, this come up, and Georgia is locked and loaded. What state is next? I'm sure this will be copied across the country. I agree, stars. I know all too well what they can do once they declare a state of emergency. Be careful, y'all. You get your money out of the banks. Exactly. Exactly, stars. Never. But you know, this hasn't been reported on by the MSM. Not that I've seen. So are they trying to keep it under wraps or what? Exactly, stars. Personally, I think they're trying to cause panic. You know, here it is, Easter weekend. It was pretty good on there until I seen a uh, um, post on Instagram. The state of Georgia has declared a state of emergency due to supply chain issues. They only reported on a neighborhood app. Yeah, it's also on their website segment. That's what I was reading it off of. Very well could be. I agree, SS, completely. Yeah, Von Erich, it's on 11alive.com. Think about that comment right there. This gives military excuse to be around as well. And and segment mentioned LD. Think about them two put together. What would you have? Thank you, Monique. I try. God knows I try. But think about it. You put a LD. You you know go into LD. You bring out the military. What have you got? Because we all know I can't say them two words on a live. Yes, ma'am. It's something that mainly the president can do. You know, we've been talking about this for over a year now. There you go, cowboy. You got it. Somebody robbed the gun store segment. Oh wow. Absolutely, Tiger. Wow. You know, a lot of states follow the state of Georgia's lead. And that's what worries me. Not only that, but what if they do declare that ML? I hate to hear that. Prayers that go up for that family. That's awful. Tiger, I hope he does listen. I really do. Exactly, Stars. And, usually I try to bring out all kinds of news stories when I do the news, but I think today needs to be dedicated to this. Not just because it's the state I live in or the state I love, the state I was born in, but this could affect everybody. No, if true panic starts, they won't show it. They want it controlled. We don't look at it like that, Monique. That when it was declared up there, it kind of gave me the feeling, in which we all talked about it, that we would be next. And we all know what's going to happen if ML is declared. What the first thing they're going to come after. And they'll come after it before they come after food and water and supplies. Now, see, that right there's what worries me, Stars. They are also warning of protest over religion this weekend in Ohio, of all places. I'm sure the whole country. Why this weekend? Absolutely. I mean, this is one of the two most biggest holidays in Christianity. You have Christmas, which is number one, and Easter is number two. Today is Good Friday, the day that Jesus Christ was crucified. Exactly, Monique. That's right, SS. Definitely not. Very well could be, Stars. I mean, you have today in Jerusalem. Excuse me. They've got a lot going on. You've got the Muslims at the Dome of the Rock. You know, it's their celebration month of Ramadan. Okay. You've got the Jews at the Wailing Wall praying, which is they're literally right next door to each other. And then you have Christians wanting to be there to walk the final footsteps of their Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. The mosque at the Dome of the Rock was attacked today. and rocks were being thrown at the Wailing Wall. Guys, that's three of the world's major leading religions. And tomorrow I do want to do a live and touch on that. Oh, it's definitely a powder keg waiting to go off, Monique. Uh, in the Bible, it's talked about Jerusalem being a tinderbox. Well, not just Jerusalem, but the whole state of Israel is a tinderbox. Israel is God's time clock. Always has been. Israel is God's chosen people. And that's the reason why I tell y'all, always watch Israel. Always. And Miss Sharon, I really wish that the Patriots would rise up. The world would not know what to do if all the Patriots rose up. And I'm talking about true patriots, not these mouthpieces. Hey, Yankee, how are you? Oh, I hear you. But there's a reason why I choose what you see up here on the screen. The American flag and what most people call the Confederate flag. Both at times in their history has had very, very bad names. The American flag stands for peace, for the land of the free and the home of the brave. The Confederate flag has so many different meanings behind it. Just go look up the true meaning behind the rebel flag. That's all I ask. Oh no, Tiger, you going back to work tonight? Vacation's over already? Oh, dang. Hi, Susanna. How are you? Oh, I hear you, Susanna. No problem.
Nana's here. Cause my Nana showed up.
Jesus Christ.
That Bubba T baby.
But I mean, like I said, you know, definitely keep your wits about you. You know, verify through several different sources when you come across something. And that's the reason why I give y'all the name of the sources that, you know, I go through. That way y'all can go back and double check and verify. You know? That's what we all should do. But that article has lit a fire under me this evening.
Have you done anything planned tomorrow afternoon?
Be right back, guys. Look up that article. Look at that article I sent you.
Oh well, I wasn't where I could.
Oh, I know.
And I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say.
But guys, Tribe goes live at 8. I know Random JL will be on there. So be sure to go over and support her as well as Tribe.
In a few minutes.
Okay.
He's 8 pounds 12 ounces.
Alright.
In a 40. One bed or two? Okay. You never know. If I was going to visit, I'd be taking my children in yonder, you know. Andy, Wendy couldn't kill that because they weren't her responsibility. She killed them anyway. I'm done.
But y'all make sure to go check them out. If Sophie is able, I think she may be jumping up on panel with them. I haven't heard from her in a couple of hours, so I'm not sure exactly where they are. I know they were in Missouri. But yes, definitely make sure you stock up for your babies, for your pets. Check on your elders, guys. You know, it's we need to do everything we can do. And I apologize for having to mute. Heather had went to see the baby today, so he'll probably be home next week. and I am so happy. Yes, keep your eyes on the weather. Speaking of weather, let's go see what the weather looks like for this weekend for us here. Well, it's supposed to start storming tomorrow night, looks like. Yep, start tomorrow night, rain all, storm all day Saturday into Monday morning. Yippee! Oh wow, stars. It's raining from Missouri to Ohio now. Sophia, Chris, if y'all are listening, please be careful. I know you'll love that, Yankee. You, Monique. Miss Sharon, maybe not, but that's, for my area. But like I said, tomorrow I will be talking about, what's going on in Israel right now. And, some other things because it is a major religious holiday. And I believe it's been put on my heart to share. Miss Sharon, I make no promises. Oh no, Tiger. Did you get rid of your house guest? Love you too, Susanna. It's already starting to cool down here now. But all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. That way, everybody can get them something to eat, get them something to drink, and get ready, get settled in for Tribes Live. He goes live at 8, and I'm gonna let the music take us out. I love you guys. Y'all keep your heads on swivel. Y'all stay prayed up. Y'all stay prepped up. And definitely go through your preps, guys. Fill in them gaps. Love you guys.
Half the country fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows, politics, celebrity gossip, popular neat quotes. Black lives, white lives, which lives mean most? We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month. The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only mask that's gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to defund police, need to defund the media who lies through their teeth like Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big oil runs the world, the only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want. Heard him claiming if a white man braids his hair and likes rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white man acts too white, he's white trash. He's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors cause they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me. How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep. Claim they want what's best for us, I find it hard to believe. Cause they've been selling us cigarettes since we was 18. Fake news, fake woke, distract and divide. You're either right or you're left, or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a microchip to hack in your life. Cause the phone inside your pocket is a tracking device. And I don't know what I'm more sick of, rappers or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic missiles. You don't trust the police or the government, but you want people giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun? White privilege getting amplified to reinforce division. It convinces white people that they're favored by their skin, and black people getting angry cause they're told they're treated different. So the conflict is between us and never with the system. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors cause they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me. Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step 4, separate the right from the left. Step 5, separate the white from the black. Step 6, separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more. Step 7, fabricate a problem, made a lie. Step 8, put it on the news every night. Step 9, when people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to